Word on the street. Word on the street. Word on the street. Anyway, good morning, Paul Bass. What's the word on the street?
Okay, waiting to see you here for some reason.
That Babs?
Yeah, that's Babs.
Hi, Babs.
Good morning,
Babs.
Good morning.
Good
I want to say
morning.
hi.
Hey,
I
what's
wanna say
going
hi,
on,
it's Amy Mark.
y'all?
So, Babs, can you see me? Because I can't see
Hold on
you.
1 second. Can you
Yeah, I
just
can see you.
pulling out. Just step where you're not going to get
Okay.
run over by Jake. I'll do this. I'll do this part.
So, we're outside Ward 26 polling. There's an election today, Babs. Did you know that?
I know. I was talking about it a few minutes ago.
And can you see us? Because I can't see you. So
I
can't tell.
see my good girlfriend right there, Miss. I'm sorry, Doctor.
We can hear you.
That's
Okay,
fine.
there we go.
Good morning.
Okay,
Good
so
morning,
we got
Sharon.
Sharon this morning.
Good morning.
Good
And-
morning, Dr. Sharon. I see
Good morning,
you.
Miss Babs. I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you?
I'm same.
Sharon's doing double duty this morning at Davis Street School. She had 2 jobs since I've been here, and I've only been here a few minutes. So, but first, I want to say, what's the word on the street today, Sharon?
The word on the street is to come out and vote. If you're in New Haven, vote and live in Ward 26 over here, we need you to come out and vote. We're having a special election today for ward coach, ward alders. I'm doing so much today for ward alders because our alder Darrow has left, and now we have an opening. So come on out, and I have to put a plug in. Come on out and vote for Amy.
So we have a Democrat and a Republican here, believe it or not, even though it's not New Haven. We do.
Oh,
have
there's a
Democrat and
Republican running?
Yeah,
I didn't know
Joshua
we
Van
had
Hosen,
those
I'm gonna
in.
show him right there. Maybe we'll put them on at the end.
I
And
didn't know we
got
had
Amy
any
Marks,
in New
the
Haven.
Democratic candidate, and they haven't said anything mean about each other since we got here.
No,
And I don't think they have since the election started, which is kind of nice. But Sharon also had some other duty this morning. Where were you? You weren't in voting just now.
no. So what I had to do was one of my favorite jobs since Glammy is here at the school. Glammy got to take her 2 wonderful granddaughters to school today. It was an awesome double duty for me today. So I'm excited, and they're excited to know that Glammy's going to be at their school all
Now,
day.
you said Glammy, not Graham.
Glammy.
Tell me about Glammy.
Glammy is because I am too young and cute to be granny. So I am Glamma or Glammy.
Glammy.
Yes.
No double
Glamorous
M.
grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, glamorous grandmother.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
So now, do you do this often when they come and then you walk them in, or is
Yes. If we're out here doing election time and I'm here, I get the honor of walking them in. And they love it, and I love it even more.
So you got two granddaughters.
I have actually 3, but one's in high school, and I have 2 grandsons, but they don't go to this school.
So that was Nora was one of them?
Nora is my the baby. She's in pre-K, and Farah's in the 5th grade.
How do you spell Farah?
Farrah.
Oh, okay. And then what was that like bringing them in this election? Did you tell them anything about the voting
Yes,
going on?
they know about Glammy and that she's involved in politics. They like to know that my name is in paper because Amy has my name on her flyers. So they understand that to make our neighborhood better, that we have to, as young as they are, be involved, make sure that our streets are safe for them to play, the parks are kept well, so they can play and grow up in a great neighborhood.
Did you really talk about that when you went in?
Well, we've talked about it over the weeks because of Amy outvoting us, making phone calls, and they know that Glammy's involved in politics.
Do they seek? I know Glammy, every time there's election, I see you out working your award coach here. It's been for as long as I know.
Yes.
Have they seen that before?
They've seen it. The baby's she's just 3, so she just started. But my older grandchildren have known since day one what I do, that they know that their grandmother and their great grandmother have all been out here working for equality for them and everyone who walks the streets.
And is that in your mind now when you're working? So it's a sleepy election, a special election for ward. You're not going to get many voters.
It's sleepy, but we've had a pretty good turnout. We've walked the streets, Amy and her son and all the workers, we've walked the streets. Our ward has been doing their best. It's going to be slow because it's a special election.
Well, the question I was going to ask is, do you still have that in your mind when you talked about your grandchildren and why you're involved in politics and the message you want them to know about how you do it because you want a better world for them, equality, better schools, that kind of stuff? Is that in your mind when you're doing the less glamorous work for Glammy, unlike getting voters' names, going door to door, making the calls, writing down who voted.
It's painful because sometimes the arthritis want to jump in, but yes, it's always on our mind, no matter what. Everything is not glamorous. And if you want to do something and make things happen, sometimes it has to hurt a little bit.
But you still glammy,
But I'm still glammy,
even when you're going on the door.
even when I'm going door to door, which is not all the time.
Babs, do you have any questions for Sharon before we go? Now I know you're different sororities. Yeah.
No, that's all right. We still
That's my
Divine
D9
Nine.
sister.
That's right, Divine Nine. We are Divine Nine. So you're back in Amy Marks. Why does Amy Marks want this damn job? Ooh.
Well, Amy Marks and I have been together for the last 10 years. She's my sister from another mother, and we got thrown together through Daryl. We were blessed to be put together through Daryl. And I believe Amy Marks is the person for the job. We've been doing this for 10 years as co-chair people together. We've been doing this. We've gotten together snow brigades, and we've gotten out and shoveled
Yetis.
the people.
You call yourselves the Yetis.
The Yetis, right. We've shoveled out people. We've worked in the park. We're people who care. We lived in this neighborhood forever. We have children we're bringing up in this neighborhood. We really care. And I think Amy would be the great person to take Daryl's spot. And I'm going to still be her co-chair, and we're going to find someone else to work with us. So we'll still be the three dynamic people in this area.
Now, Babs, do you want me to break form? Would you like to meet the two people running, or should we save that for an article later?
Let's meet them.
Josh,
We
you got
out
a minute?
here.
We're live on radio. Okay, this is Joshua Van Hosen. He's run for
Van Hosen.
office.
How you doing
But
today?
Hosen, sorry.
That's okay.
He's a Republican candidate, not a Trumper. He's a never
True.
Trumper.
Absolutely. Did Clinton and Biden, and will most likely be Biden again, given what the Republicans keep on putting up this year.
That's kind of early to say that.
Yeah, well, so far the
Tim Scott, Chris Christie.
Why is voting for Tim Scott? Are you kidding me?
So, Babs, you have any questions for Josh? I got to interview him for the Indy. This is live
What's
on
it
WNHN.
like being the lone Republican? Like, there's not
You know,
many of you alike out there.
it's an uphill battle, but luckily Amy and I are very friendly, so it's not like it's been a tenacious competition. We're just out there discussing policy and trying to solve the issues of the New Haven residents.
They're co-chairs of the community management team.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we go back a bit, so there's no bad blood between us.
So I want to tell you something. I want to show you Josh's sign. It says "Vote Van Hosen."
Yeah, vote Van Hosen.
Boring but prudent policy. And then his other sign is about bringing ordinances in the 21st century, tax incentives for ADU construction, mother-in-law apartments, and healthy budgeting for sustainable cost of living. How does that hit you, Babs?
I mean, if he was a Republican, I would like it very much.
See, and here's the thing that always cracks me up. So I've heard for a number of years at this point that we need, if only we had more moderate Republicans, if only, there were more people who were, reasonable policy. All it takes is you folks' vote to make that happen. Like I cross party lines for better policy. Everyone else can do the same.
Yeah.
So
You can trust us. We can't trust y'all.
Josh is also on the City Plan Commission. And Babs, before we say good morning to Amy, any other questions for Josh?
No, good luck, Josh. Good. It's refreshing.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks
All right.
for covering the election today.
All right, let me see if Amy's available. Amy's talking to an elderly voter. Would you like to say, a young voter?
A young voter. Hey, Babs. Nice to see
Hey,
you.
Amy, how are you?
Nice to see you. I'm meeting with Alder Breckeen's family right now. Alder Breckeen's wife, Chaz, and his newest gorgeous baby.
Oh, yes. I saw that baby in utero on the vineyard last summer. So
There you go. There we go. We have Glamma. We have Glamma giving her some eggs. Sharon's Glamma to everybody.
Makeup and
So do you have any questions for Amy about her campaign?
Amy, why do you want this gig? Why do you want to serve in this capacity?
Sure. Can I just step away where it's a little quieter? I'm intrigued by the conversation in my right ear and I can't concentrate. I'd just be honored to serve. I've been on Daryl's leadership team, Alder Breckeen's leadership team for about a decade. I love our neighborhood. I think we live in the greatest neighborhood in the greatest small city in America. I love New Haven. I love Westville. I love having been able to meet and build community. I think Sharon probably mentioned that I came on as ward co-chair for Daryl when Sharon,
10 years ago.
10 years ago, Sharon and I had backed different candidates. I had backed Justin Elicker when he ran against, former Mayor Harp, or against, Tony Harp when she had won her first election. And Daryl said, we really need to award it, split about 50-50. We need to come together. And we did. And being involved in neighborhood politics has so expanded my life and my family's life, just beyond I could have ever imagined. I have family now. I have family, I have friends, I have neighbors, I have community in a way that I hadn't before. And I would love to continue to build that community and grow that community and share that experience with others in the neighborhood. So obviously policy matters, care a lot about all the issues, on the doors, living in the neighborhood. We certainly know what people care about.
What is the big issue?
I mean, the issues fall into two different buckets. On the doors, you just hear a ton about constituent services. People feel like they're paying taxes and they want to be able to get their what they need from the city. So curbs, tree limbs, paving, that's the number one thing that everyone talks about. But of course, if you dig deeper beyond sort of what's the immediate concern that you want to ask at the door, that's sort of, your immediate ask. We all care about education. We care about safety. We care about, the fiscal state of the city. What I look forward to doing is joining the Board of Alders. It is a group of extremely experienced politicians who've been doing this for a very long time. I hope to come in humble. I hope to come in and listen. I hope to come in and learn, and then I hope to contribute. My own perspective, based on both our neighborhood's perspective and my own personal experience here in New Haven.
So Josh writes software for nonprofits. Amy is a legal aid attorney. She's led the fight on lead paint, stuff like that. So we got a nice scene out here on David Street. Babs, you don't have any intel on when Roses are retiring, do you?
No.
Okay, just wondered.
I have no other ambitions than to be an
I
alder.
didn't ask you any questions.
I really mean it. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that I just really want to be an alder. I love my day job. That's my day job. I'm wearing a different hat. I'm on leave for the day today. And I just, look forward to trying out this other hat and seeing, how it works with the rest of my life, and seeing if I can contribute in a meaningful way. I hope I can. And I hope to add just, my energies to helping our neighborhood.
Babs, any other questions? Should we leave them back to the crowd swarming into David Street School to vote today?
Good luck, Amy Marks. Good luck.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Okay, Josh, Sharon, Amy, and Paul signing off from David Street School on Word on the Street and WNHH FM, New Haven's home for community radio.
Thank you, Paul. This is how you care about community, because when you run for local office for your neighborhood, that's how stuff gets done. That serving at that level is huge, but it shows your care and commitment to your community. You could leave it to other people, but sometimes you got to get in the race. Sometimes you got to walk into the arena. So that's what it requires it. So, if you care about your community, it's not a spectator sport. You got to get in there to ensure that a difference can be made.